Connecting the cloud server. Well, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. This is Declan Captain with the Coming Home to You network. And I'm here with the great Lou Martin, who is an interviewer, a podcaster, a manifester, or a networker. And he's here today with me to talk about something very, very unique, very new. And it's called Lightwave patches. Some of you might have heard of them, but Lou is going to endeavor now to tell you all about them now at this very moment. So, Lou, like I said, we've been on the patches. I've been personally on the patches now for 2 months, and you've been on, I think, 3 or 4 months now. So, please, X39, that's the mainstay of the life patches. And Lou, take it away, brother.
Thank you, Declan.
Give
Bless
it a
your heart.
shot.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Well, all right. So yeah, as Declan is saying here, my friends, he and I have both been researching healing and consciousness for decades, and we have this in common. And so I just told the story a minute ago. I'm in Ireland, and my Irish friend Tim is in Australia, and he's the one that introduced me to X39 Lifewave patches. And so I hadn't heard of them. He signed me up, and I've been on them for about 5 months now, since 3rd of August, and here we are coming up on 3rd of January. And it's been a life changer for me. What this is, I've never heard of anything like this before. David Schmidt is the inventor and the CEO of Lifewave. The company itself is 20 years old. They just had their 20th anniversary in October. And David was originally working with the American military to try to find ways for the soldiers and the sailors to be able to stay up for longer hours and do difficult tasks without needing to take drugs and things like this. So what he did is he's working with light. And so the infrared light that your body releases naturally, he's found a way to take that light and send it back into the body. And what that does is it turns on the copper peptides in the body that then turns on the stem cell production. And of course, we're all hearing about stem cells these days. They're the superpower of the body, the super flexible part of the immune system. So anytime the body has inflammation or an illness or a wound or an injury or a stress, the body wants to produce stem cells to send that to the place for healing. But what happens is, this is our natural biological aging. At 30 years of age, our stem cell production is cut to 50%. At 60 years of age, it's cut to 10%. So for all of us that are plus 60, this is really answered prayer, because for me, after 5 months on the stem cells, as I said earlier, I had a life-changing experience of being in surgery for skin cancer about April of 2023, which put me in the hospital for 36 days. And between the surgery, which I came through with shining colors, clear bill of health, thank God, and also all the antibiotics that they put through your system. So I really had quite a slow journey of recovery in terms of my energy, my health, my vitality, all this kind of thing. So the X39 patch has been answered prayer, because not only has it helped me clear my microbiome and have digestion, elimination, running at top level for my years of my health at this point, but it's also cleaned out a lot of the congestion that was in my head, frankly, for sinuses and ears and all that part. So everything has really been flushed out. And after 5 months now, I was saying earlier, there's several markers that you find with working with the X39, which is 90% of what they sell in terms of Lifewave patches. So this is what everyone wants to introduce you to and get on. The first few days, 4,000 genes begin to reset. And so you immediately have this boost of the body kicking in and going after inflammation and turning on the antioxidants there. So you have that. In 6 weeks, the brain has a shift where it becomes much more balanced in your thinking, your memory, all of that. You find yourself having more clarity than you did previously. And this has been proven to be effective for people with autism, for Alzheimer's, for dementia. Incredible results from people that had no hope in traditional down the traditional path. 3 months, your collagen is increased, so your skin starts to take on this healthy glow, and by God, your hair gets starts growing back its natural color, which is a pleasant surprise for folks that had a lot of snow on the roof, as we say.
That's
Yeah.
it.
And then the last one I was sharing, which to me was my discovery today, is that 14 out of 15 people experience renewed cardiovascular health by an average of 8 years of reduction of the age of the heart after just 6 months on these patches, which if that were the only thing it did, you would come
Outstanding.
towards that like a
Yeah,
a drowning man in an open sea reaching for a lifeline. So that it does all these other things. So David Schmidt, to my mind, Deck, is a genius, and what he's invented here really was a gift from the Almighty. And over the last 3 years, they've gone from selling $20 million of these to $600 million. They've got a documentary coming out next year from Mickey Willis about David's life and his journey of healing. And they've also got a machine, a light water machine that infuses light into water that's also going to revolutionize health and healing. So
absolutely.
it's just incredibly exciting to be a part of this great group.
It really is. And I mean, like that too. I mean, Dr. Joe Dispenza, he talks about the stem cells and the importance of it and how we can start to regenerate them as well. And I mean, this is purely revolutionary technology, and it's
Yes,
technology that even if it just takes reduces the age of our heart, that's something unreal. You know, and
absolutely.
because like a lot of these things, stem cells is something that's internally works on internally, and that we don't always notice everything right immediately. And it's like sometimes people say, "Ah, but it's my finger that's sore. It's my finger that I want to get fixed." So, but this is infinite intelligence, and infinite intelligence goes where it's needed most.
Yeah,
And so
yeah,
it starts with the internal organs, things that we might not be able to see, and
sure.
works on them first to get the body back into balance, back into the shape,
Yes,
and then
yes,
starts to filter down.
yes. Beautiful
So
point.
Lou,
Yeah. Well, let me just say,
yeah,
can I say a word about the business part of it?
yes, please do.
Sure, sure. So, I mean, not only does so the Lifewave works through network marketing, and you're an old hand at all this, and that's where you saw like, wow, this is interesting, and it's perhaps an improvement on what other people have done. So, very basically, people can get like a month's supply of the patches. They're about $3 a day, and so it's like €100 for a month's supply, and then there's a subscription and becoming a preferred customer. So there's that. Then there are 3 levels above that, which is what you and I have done. We're become brand partners. So we get a commission if we turn other people onto the products and they sign up either as a subscriber or as a brand partner as well. But what I want to say is what we've seen in the States and in Australia, is people have gone from struggling financially to sharing this information with their friends and family. And the real kicker, and where I'm striving for, and you are as well, I think, is to put patches into people's hands so that we're not debating and discussing how effective they are, that people can experience this for themselves.
Exactly.
And we're talking about doing some events in Cork in the near future, and that's very exciting as well. So when we can get people understanding that Lifewave is very generous with its commission, and that this is a way not only where we can help each other get healthy and recover from things, but we can also begin to look at a new level of financial independence, freedom. Then it takes on a whole other life as well. So it's very exciting information.
Absolutely. And for anybody who's listening now, who is intrigued by what it is that Lou has said and would like to find out more, I'll leave the contacts underneath, and please reach out to either Lou Martin or myself, and we will gladly put you in touch and get you off on the right road. So with that in mind, any passing thoughts, Lou, that you'd like to share with people?
Well, again, brother, I'm just so excited to get to do this with your good self,
Yep.
and all your experience about the body and health and healing, which you have, studied devotedly for decades. I'll say again, and to be able to offer hope and a lifeline to
Yeah.
people, both for healing and for financial freedom. The company itself, I just want to say here, the integrity And the honesty of everyone I've dealt with over 5 months in the company has been nothing short of inspiring and breathtaking. So, I never in my life, Declan, thought I'd be beating the drum for a corporation, but these guys have earned my respect, and it's a pleasure to share them with anyone who's interested. So I just want to put that
Lovely
out
stuff.
there. They're well worth knowing about. Their motto is Lifewave, be the light. And these are very conscious spiritual people, very,
Yeah,
very generous people. And it's a pleasure to be a part of their organization as well.
yeah. As Spock used to say, live well and prosper.
Live long and prosper. Absolutely. We
That's
can do
it.
that. We can just do that.
That's it. Listen, everybody, thank you very much. This recording will be up shortly, and please check it out and get in touch with us if you feel uh, called to do so.